Lights out on the racetrack. Jason, 100% on the pole. KTJ, pretty stout row number 1.
Hunter Schoenberg, KTJ, Kevin Thomas Jr. Side by side through turns 3 and 4. Getting ready to kick off. Tonight's B main top 6 drivers will advance to tonight's A. Green flag is in the air. And it will be Kevin Thomas Jr. Hunter Schoenberg exchanging positions on the racetrack. Give it to KTJ off of turn number 2 as yellow flag will fly. They're stacked up off of turn number 2. Looks like Eddie Tafoya Jr. having more issues in the 51 at T.
No laps have been scored. 12 to go here. Top 6 locked into the feature event.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens here on this restart as that last time. Hunter Schoenberg backed it in to turn number 1. Lost a lot of ground. As green flag flies, we're back underway. 12 laps the distance. And Kevin Thomas Jr. going to take over that race lead into turn number 1. He's going to dive down to the inside, try to work the berm. So will Hunter Schoenberg as RJ Johnson moves into that 3rd spot.
Yeah, RJ Johnson here in the semi needs to get in as he is chasing a championship in the San Chevrolet USAC Southwest Sprint Car Series. Coming off turn 4, it's KTJ leading lap number 1. Schoenberg, RJ Johnson, Hodges, Clark, and Stevie Sussex in 6th.
One car up and over, big time. Red flag will fly.
34, Sterling Kling up and over.
As green flag flies, once again, we're back underway with 11 laps to go.
Kevin Thomas Jr. still in command as he works through turns 3 and 4. Everyone pretty much running on the low part of the racetrack there through turns 1 and 2. Again, top 6 cars move on. Sussex getting a little bit of pressure there from Bono as they work through turns 3 and 4. It's still KTJ out front. 10 to go here in tonight's semi.
Kevin Thomas Jr., low man by himself out front by about 6 car lengths off of turn number 2. Hunter Schoenberg right now trying to hold off Josh Hodges. It's going to be Schoenberg going to the top side of the racetrack in turn 3. Josh Hodges down low, the driver out to Harris, New Mexico, trying to wrestle away that 2nd spot. He'll do just that, heading into 1.
Hodges takes over 2nd. You see RJ Johnson there in that 4th spot as they work down low again through turns 1 and 2. We saw midgets up on top on the fence right now in the semi. The sprint cars running down low as it looks like a lot of action deep in this field. Here's Sussex still ripping through the top shelf, but it's still Kevin Thomas Jr. out front.
Yeah, Michael Curtis had a little bit of a moment there coming off of turn number 2. Got up on the berm and picked up some dust off of turn number 2 as Josh Hodges right now has his sights set on Kevin Thomas Jr. It's KT right now ripping the lip, but Josh Hodges working the nose down low. Now it's going to be KT coming right across the nose of that 74X, hanging on the top spot. We'll see if he goes up high once again, entering turn number 3. He will leave Josh Hodges down the inside, trying to take over the top spot now. Off of turn number 4, they're side by side.
Yeah, Josh Hodges full head of steam down the front straightaway as we were watching Sussex trying to hold off Shipley for that 6th and final transfer spot. Hodges running down Kevin Thomas Jr. as they race down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, there is 3rd, 4th, 5th, and here is 6th, Stevie Sussex. That number 12, Kyle Shipley, right behind him now, trying to go side by side off turn 4 for the final transfer spot.
Yeah, 5 laps to go here, and Kyle Shipley right now trying to cowboy up and work his way around the inside of Stevie Sussex. They're side by side for the 6th and final transfer spot. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Stevie's going to ride the rim. Kyle Shipley down low. He'll take it over.
Bottom line working for Shipley. That rear bumper holding on. Sussex driving in deep. Down in turn number 1, you can see that rear bumper bent on the OG as he takes over that 6th and final transfer spot. It's still Kevin Thomas Jr. out front as Sussex trying to peek again to the inside. Shipley pulling away from the 12.
Tommy Malcolm slowed on the racetrack. That last time by was able to get off into the infield, so we stay clean and green as the laps are winding down. Can Stevie Sussex reel in Kyle Shipley, move back into that 6th and final transfer spot? It's Shipley pulled away by about 6 car lengths off of turn number 4.
Yeah, great battle starting to heat up between Hunter Schoenberg and RJ Johnson as they get to the inside of Frank Rogers to put him a lap down. Johnson there right behind. 100% working on turn number 4. Meanwhile, back up front, KTJ, there's a split between him and 2nd place Josh Hodges as the white flag has been displayed. 2 more corners to go, and the McDonald's Dr. Pepper, number 19 of Kevin Thomas Jr. will head to victory lane here in tonight's semi.
Yeah, KTJ gets it done as Stevie Sussex has a wiggle off of turn number 2. That's going to give the 6th and final transfer spot to Kyle Shipley, getting it locked in to tonight's main event, opening night of the 52nd Annual Western World Championships.